Welding machine, check. Electric grinder, check. Wire brush, check. Chipping hammer, check. Welding electrodes, check. PPE, welding mask, check. Welding gloves, check. Apron, check. Now we are ready for your orientation. Good morning, trainees. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Juanito Pascual Jr., your trainer and facilitator in this qualification of SMAU NC2. Thank you for choosing our institution, JIP Training Center, as the venue for acquiring the skills and knowledge for your chosen qualification. Thank you, and I assure you that you won't regret choosing us. Before we proceed, may I request you to stand up, and we're going to have a short prayer. Amen. Class, you may take your seat. First, let me check your attendance. Can I call your name? Kindly raise your hand and say present. Miss Beverly Villagracia.
Present, sir.
Mr. Ace Manalili. Mr. Joseph Evangelista. Okay. Well, that's good. We have a perfect attendance for today. And I request everybody to kindly sign this attendance sheet. And please pass it forward. Thank you. This time, guys, I will administer the pre-assessment tools. I have here the trainees characteristic sheets. This is for me to determine your background and experiences relative to the qualification. Likewise, for me to personalize your training according to your needs. This is also one way of identifying your learning styles. I will be giving you 20 minutes to answer this one. You may start now. Are you done? Please pass it forward. Thank you. Next is the self-assessment checklist. Guys, let me reiterate that the very purpose of this exam is for me to determine if you have prior background knowledge with regards to SMAU NC2. Because this institution also recognizes prior learning, so to recognize your knowledge and skills that you have already acquired, please take your time to answer this self-assessment checklist. I'm giving you 10 minutes to answer this. You may start now. Are you done? Please pass it forward. Lastly, we will have our pre-test. This is to determine and measure your current knowledge about the topics of your chosen qualification. Don't worry, guys, this will not affect your grades. This is just to gauge you of what you learned throughout your training. So again, I'm giving you 40 minutes to answer this. You may start now. Are you done? Will you please pass them forward? Thank you. For those who have answered yes in the pre-testing self-assessment test, kindly bring evidence of training and your experience. Guys, I hope you answer everything honestly, because the information that will be gathered through the self-assessment will verify or very useful to your training. Do you have any questions? Okay, let's proceed. This time, I have prepared a PowerPoint slide to show you everything that I am about to discuss for the orientation. Everything you need to know about the qualification. Please take some time to listen and read what is being presented in the PowerPoint slides. Again, class, welcome to JIP Training Center, and I'm your trainer, Juanito Pascual Jr. Let me give you a brief background of our training center. JIP Training Center is a newly tested accredited training and assessment center which is strategically located in Barangay Inarawan, Antipolo City. Our training center offers courses such as bread and pastry, NC2, electrical installation and maintenance, NC2, shielded metal arc welding, SMAW, NC1 and NC2. To mention the mission of the school, JP Training Center is committed to provide lifelong learners with competency-based technical vocational education throughout competency-based training system relevant to the job market, holistically develop and hone transferable skills to the rapidly changing environment, deliver services in a timely and cost-effective system, rationalizing and renewing its commitments and program, focusing on the development of the poor and deserving individuals. Guys, we have monitoring tools that we will be using for the entire duration. This will give you trainee and us training center an update of your day-to-day activities and accomplishment. First is the training progress chart. This will serve as trainers record book wherein all your progress are being recorded. Then we have the achievement chart. This chart will be used to monitor every given task or comprehensive work achieved by trainees. Now let's go on to workshop familiarization. Okay. Class, we have 9 CBT areas that we will be using and is intended for the different types of activities that the class that the trainees will be performing. First is the computer laboratory, where we are currently right now. This is where we are conducting the orientation and class discussion. In the next room are 3 different areas where we can find trainers resource area. This is where you can find the compilation of learning materials, CBLM and training regulations. And then the practical work area, where your skills are being honed, practiced, and mastered the competencies, acquired knowledge as prescribed by the industry standards. The institutional assessment area, where the institutional assessment are being held. Here is where you will practice and master the competencies. Next room is the contextual area. Contextual learning area is where examination are being held. The resource learning area, where you can research everything related to your qualification, printing materials needed for the training. Distant learning area, where online classes are being held. We have here the solid waste management, and then the support service area, where tools and equipment are being kept. Now that you are familiar with the working areas, let's now proceed with CBT, competence-based training. What is CBT? CBT is defined as an approach that focuses on the competency development of the learner as a result of the training. Why the CBT approach? It is because education and training must keep pace with technology and customer requirements. Any question, class? Now let me discuss you the 10 principles of CBT. The training is based on curriculum developed from the competency standards. Number 2, learning is competency based on modular in structure. Training delivery is individualized and self-paced. This means that you don't need to wait for the rest when you are done with activity. If you already have the mastery of the module, you can already proceed to the next module. Number 4, training is based on work that must be performed. Number 5, training materials are directly related to the competency standard and curriculum. Number 6, assessment of learners is based in the collection of evidences of work performances based on industry organizational required standard. Number 7, training is based on and off the job components. Number 8, the system allows recognition of prior learning CBT focuses on the competencies that are not yet acquired by the trainee in the learning situation. Competencies acquired as a result of previous training, employment, and life experiences should be recognized after thorough validation. Once validated, the trainees can proceed to the next module. In this manner, the trainees will not waste the time doing the training activities of the competencies that they already have mastery. Number 9, the systems allow the learner to enter and exit program at different times and levels and to receive an award for competencies attained at any point. Number 10, approved training programs are nationally accredited. This means that training programs are standard wherever you take the program, made in Luzon, or Visayas, or in Mindanao. In CBT training, there will be our flow chart. Okay. You can see the process flow here. As trainee, you enter this program, and a while ago I have administered the pre-assessment that is for me to determine your current competencies. And then after this, you are to select your module. As trainer, I will administer the learning agreement, introduce you to the CBLM materials, and the achievement progress report. Our training will be based on my identified training matrix. Based on your profile, I will choose the right method for you to learn. You will be allowed to read and review learning packages, view multimedia materials, use of manuals or CBLM. During the demonstration of skills, as a trainer, I will be the one to demonstrate first, while you will be observing. Then you will be given time to practice your skills in the workshop. From time to time, you will receive assistance and immediate feedback from me. Then you will attempt to demonstrate the task, where I will observe you and rate your performance and outcome. And at the same time, you also will be given a chance to rate your own performance. To test your mastery, you need to demonstrate through institutional assessment. This is the institutional assessment, in which I will rate you. If the result is satisfactory, you may proceed to the next module and complete again the cycles. Once you completed the training and you perform satisfactorily in all the modules, I can now recommend you to undergo the national assessment. And now, after passing the national assessment, you may exit the program. Okay, let me discuss now the role of the trainer. Me as your trainer will serve as the facilitator of the learning process. I will be your mentor. I will manage your learning. I will make myself available for counseling. I will be the one to evaluate you based on your performance. I could also be your assistant. I am a module planner. I am a role planner, a role model, an actor. What about the role of the trainees? Trainees, will you please kindly read with me your roles? You may select what you want to learn and when you want to learn it. Learn at your own rate within program guidelines. You may request to receive credit for what you already know. You may choose how you want to learn. You are responsible for what you learn and when you learn it. I hope that you fully understand your role as a trainee. Do you have any questions? Okay, let's proceed to the CBLM package, or the competency-based learning material package. It is simply well-designed and carefully developed learning materials that give trainees detailed instruction to guide them through the learning process. CBLM refers to the following media that contain information related to work requirement. Learning that is guided toward achieving the competency required in a workplace. Tools that facilitate individual learning process. Instruments that measure the competency required in the workplace. What are the parts of a CBLM, or the parts of CBLM are as follow: front page, list of competencies, module content, learning outcome summary, learning experiences, information sheet, self-check answer key, duration sheet, task sheet, job sheet, performance criteria, checklist, references, further reading. Let's go on to the methodologies or method of learning. We have the lecture, the discussions, the modular, self-paced, and demonstrations. Next is the evaluation system. Class will be evaluated based on the following activities: the written test, demonstration, oral questioning. How do we go about the grading systems? Guys who are not using numerical values in grading your performances, what are we using is the word competent, which is when you complied all the requirements, and not yet competent if you have incomplete requirements. Is this clear, trainees? Do you have any questions? If none, let us continue. Next to discuss is the 3 competencies of your qualification. The 3 competencies that a trainee must learn are the basic competency, the common competency, and the core competency. Under basic competency, the trainee must learn to participate in workplace communication. A trainee must be able to work in a team environment consistently, and a trainee must practice career professionalism. And it's a must that a trainee practice occupational health and safety. Now we proceed to your pre-assessment result. Right now, I have with me the result of the pre-assessment that I checked during your Gracia has already work experience in a metal fabrication firm, and her score show her prior knowledge in the qualification. Miss Gracia, do you have with you a copy of your employment certificate? Good. Can I have it? Thank you. You can now have your lunch break. Please be back after an hour. Welcome back, trainees. Ms. Beverly Gracia, please follow me to the institutional assessment area for the demonstration so that I can validate your prior learning. Will it be up for you? The rest of your trainees, please proceed at the learning resource area. Please read the CBLM, go through the information sheet, and answer the self-check. And afterwards, compare your answer to the answer key. Okay, welcome to our second day of training. Good morning. May we helpers are a short prayer. Please stand up. Amen. You may take your seat. Let me check your attendance. As I call your name, raise your hand. Miss Beverly Gracia.
Present, sir.
Mr. Mababang Loob. Mr. Evangelista. Now, kindly sign the attendance sheet. Very done. Okay, thank you. Trainees, really please check our training activity matrix. I posted it already, and you can check. What is your assigned activity and the time duration. In performing the said activity. After you have checked the training activity matrix, we will be having a video presentation of the task, which is learning outcome number 3, performing subsequent filling passes. Training activity matrix shows the list of activities, the tools that will be needed, and then the materials, equipment, and the schedules, the date and the time of the training. Class, Here is a video presentation of a subsequent peeling process. Please watch and observe how it is being performed. You may ask questions later.
Pupunin na natin to. Pero mag-iiwan tayo para sa cutting. Kaya ang susunod na pasada, ang tawag dito ay peeler pass.
Okay. As you can see in the video presentation, performance criteria of learning outcome number 3 were observed. These performances criteria are subsequent peeling passes is performed in accordance with approved WPS or welding procedures and specifications. Weld is visually checked for defects and repaired as required. Weld is visually acceptable in accordance with applicable codes and standards. Trainer's demonstration with feedback. Okay class, it's my turn now to demonstrate this task. Please observe and be attentive to every details that I will demonstrate. I will discuss after the demonstration my feedback, and you may ask me of any questions related to this demonstration. First, wear your PPE, the apron, the welding mask, welding gloves, Okay class, here's my feedback to the task I demonstrated. First is I noticed that the unstable current flow that affected the welding machine. I performed an upgrade which resulted to the undercut defect that I was able to rectify right away. What I did is to clean the plate of slugs and dirt with the use of steel brush, and I used the grinder to clean and make the welded surface evenly smooth. And then proceed to the next peeling. Do you have any questions? None? Okay, let's proceed to the next demonstration that will be performed by Miss Villagracia. Okay? Thank you. Okay, Miss Villagracia, please perform the subsequent peeling pass. Miss Villagracia, during your performance, I noticed that your hand is shaking. Probably you are a bit nervous, but still you have accomplished the task, and congratulations. Do you have any feedback on your own performance? If none, thank you very much. Class, do you have any questions that you want to raise with regards to the demonstration? If none, please proceed to the computer laboratory. The result of your pre-assessment test yesterday will be given to you. Meanwhile, Ms. Villagracia, are you ready to take your institutional assessment tomorrow? If you do,
Yes, sir.
Please be back tomorrow for your institutional assessment and good luck. Class, you are now dismissed. Good morning, trainees. Welcome again to our third day of training. Can we start the day with an opening prayer? Please stand up. Amen. Class, let me check your attendance. Please raise your hand as I call your name. Miss Billy Gracia,
Present, sir.
Mr. Evangelista. Okay. Please sign that on the sheet. Done. Please pass it forward. You have undergone all the unit of competency of SMAU NC2. Now you will be having your written exam. This is a 30 items multiple choice exam that you will be answering for 45 minutes. Are you ready? Just follow the instruction. You may start now. Are you done? Then collect your answer sheets. Now, trainees, please proceed to the institutional assessment area for your institutional assessment. You are required to perform the subsequent filling passes. You will perform the said task for 3 hours. I expect you to apply all the knowledge you gained from the training. Also, please observe the standards of OHS and wearing of proper gear. Good luck, trainees. I will be roving around to check on your work. Okay, trainees, time's up. Please proceed to the contextual learning area for the oral examination. Okay, Ms. Villagracia, what is the definition of fruit pass? A. Single progression of welding along the joint. B. Accumulation of slugs in the surface of a metal. C. Weld defect caused by high ampere settings. Or D. Root opening between two pieces of metal. Correct. Your answer is right. Second question. Performing weld on metal plates that is placed in a vertical position. A. 1G. B. 2G. C. 3G. D. None of the above. Correct. Okay, now Ms. Villagracia, according to your written exam, you got a perfect score. While in your demonstration, I saw your confidence in performing your task. Some of my minor observation is that you forgot to keep the tools in their proper place. Let me just remind you that good housekeeping is also a part of your task. I hope that you will practice good housekeeping on your next demonstration. Now let me see my record, how you did in your oral questioning. Well, surprisingly, you almost answered all the oral questioning. Because you satisfactorily completed the unit of competency of SMAU NC2, I am now awarding you the Certificate of Achievement. Trainees, before we end this session, may I request you to answer the training session evaluation form. The purpose of this is to identify the areas of improvement and what to enhance in our training delivery. You have 30 minutes to answer this. I expect you to answer all questionnaires honestly. Done? Let me have your answers. Congratulations, you are now qualified to undergo national assessment, and we will be announcing the schedule if when. Just keep yourself posted. Be ready with your passport size picture. You must wear clothes and the color with a collar and white background. Do you have any questions? Since no more questions, you are now dismissed. Thank you very much.